Hey guys, what's up? Abomination9 here, back playing some more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. When we left off, we went through Chapter 3, a whole bunch of stuff happened. Vandham died, of course, which if you're watching this before watching the last chapter, it's only your own fault for not watching last episode. If you think me talk about Vandham dying is a spoiler, because you should have watched the last episode. But I did notice that we did in fact pick up Rock's core crystal. Thankfully. So we still have Rock, though I'm not going to awaken him right now because I don't have any need for him right now. I wasn't that interested in him to begin with. I probably will open him up with Rex eventually because I feel like being sentimental about it, I guess it should go to Rex, I think. But yeah. We're still in this place. I forget its name. Mimi or whatever. But we actually have to go back to Ura, which we're just going to skip travel there. We're not going to waste any time. Or I guess Garfont Village is what it's actually called.
We're here.
Shall we rest our legs before we move on?
Alright, what do you want? Oh, Rex, good to see you. Yeah, hi? Don't look so down. The boss left a message with me to give to you if anything ever happened to him. A message from Vandham for me? You don't think he knew he... Maybe, but if you ask me, I don't think he knew. It's just the kind of life us mercenaries live, you know. You never know which day you might turn out to be your last. Which day might turn out to be your last. So it's not uncommon for us to leave messages like this, just in case. Now listen up, because this is important. Rex, I leave the Garfont mercenaries in your hands. Is that it? Is there anything else? Nope. That's your lot. Well, you have your own mercenary camp now. Can we actually send you out to do jobs and whatnot and get me stuff? Like, kind of like a... Is it like a pseudo... Okay, so I'm trying to think about what this is going to turn into. Is this like a pseudo, data probe, thing from like X, and actually had like your data probes. Frontier Nav, that's what it's called. Is this a pseudo Frontier Nav where I can just send y'all out to gather supplies for me and you just have things coming into me on a constant basis without me actually having to put any effort in? Hopefully that's what that is. Well, not hopefully. That's just what I'm assuming right now. That this is Frontier Nav from Xenoblade X. This is no joke, kid. It's Vandham's, it's Vandham through and through. He says what he means, no more, no less. Well, I mean, I won't deny it's simple, but why would he ask me to... The boss thought a lot of you, kid, and I think you've struck a chord with the rest of us, too. You're an honest, straightforward guy, with plenty of nerve and resolve, and you give us all hope. I don't think I can really take all the credit for any of that. I don't think I can really take any credit for any of that. Maybe not, but there's something about you, kid. Everyone feels it. So tell me, Rex, will you do as the boss asks? Why would I say no? Is there a reason to say no? Alright, I'll do it. Strong words, well said. Nothing less from the guy old Vandham staked his hopes in. But what exactly would I have to do as the band's leader? You said you don't have any other messages from Vandham, right? Nope, he's a man of few words. But of course you'll have me and Zoe to help you out. We couldn't ask you to suddenly handle all the operations on your own. You just dole out the big general orders for now. You can count on us to take care of the details. And then, I guess, we'll see how things go from there. Okay, I guess I can probably handle that. Right. Then let's start by explaining how things work around here. Our little band takes on all kinds of assignments from all across Alaris. From escort missions and clearing out monsters, down to gathering materials, and sometimes even smaller things. But, tell me something, Rex. I get the feeling you've got more blades than you know what to do with, am I right? If you got blades sitting around doing nothing, you can assign them to carry out missions as part of the band. Okay, cool. It'll be a good experience for them, and you'll reap the rewards to boot. Tell you what, It'll be quicker to explain if you try it out for yourself. Go ahead, choose a mission, and try clearing it. Okay. The Merc Group menu is now open. Access it from main menu and then the Merc Group, which, okay, I'm assuming that's what that last question mark was. So if you say no to this, did you just never get the Merc option? Which I'm guessing is here. Yeah. Which, I guess that's good for... It's nice to have something for the blades to do, since that's one of my biggest problems with the game is that they give you such a plethora of blades to use, and you only get 3 slots to use them, and technically you only get 2 slots to use them because Pyra/Mithra and Dromarch take up the other slot, so you technically only have 2 blade slots to choose from, especially if you don't like Pyra or Dromarch, which Dromarch, I don't know why you wouldn't like him. That's whatever. He's not attached to the main character, so I don't think you would have any problems with him. But Pyra, on the other hand, I don't really like her. I wish I could just replace her with someone else, but I can't. So you only have a choice of 2 blades out of what, like the 40 or something that are special. And that's kind of annoying, and you don't have an infinite amount of room to hold blades in, so you have to get rid of them, which on top of that, getting rid of them is super guilty, because they always like tell you like goodbye, which would be like a normal nice thing, but sometimes like, oh, I guess I wasn't strong enough, and like, well, I guess whatever then. Like, some of them actually get upset with you, and it's like, why is it set up like this to make you feel guilty? But there's not enough room for them. Like, come on. Seriously, that's messed up. So I really hate that. So I guess it's okay that they actually give them something to do. Which, like, I'm going back on my word, because I did the same thing with Dahlia. I'm going to use his core on Rex right now so I can... wrong button. So I can send him out. But hopefully this isn't some crazy thing of its own. Why do I keep forgetting how to get these blades here? Bond blade, Rex, and I want to use Rux. Okay, I can't use Rock's core crystal. Great. It's black. I guess because we need to fix them, which I'm kind of upset about that we didn't pick up Abrona's, I think is her name, core crystal, because Glasses wasn't picking it up, so I thought he might have just left it there, which I want Abrona. Okay, whatever. Let's just do this. We've wasted too much time talking about it. Alright. Uraya 2-star mission. Can dispatch. First mission. Time required a minute. Did you see the Onsel near Garfont? If it ever looks like it's going to get in, could you make sure that it doesn't? Strength +1. And we, of course, can't give it to anyone who's equipped. So, man, who's the strongest one out of you? A Tori? I think I was using a Tori with whatchamacallit before. Let's just send a Tori out, I guess.
I'll apply myself fully.
Oh, can we send out multiples? Well, I'm not... I don't know. Where's, whatchamacallit? We send Kokutan out just because she's our original. She's someone I won't actually get rid of. But it's kind of like a waste, because I'm probably going to get rid of a Tori at some point. I probably should have gotten rid of the rest of these guys as well, deleting them. And we can't send them out, of course, because we're using them. So, I guess it's okay. Or do we have to send out an entire 5? Oh, there's an X there. The assembled squad will be deployed, is that okay? Engaged blades will be disengaged. Oh, okay, so you can send them out. Well then. That changes everything. So, Fitch.
Okie dokie.
You.
I will strive to do the utmost best, whatever my role.
I can handle it.
Dahlia, why does your voice gotta be like that?
Going on trips. Oh, don't worry. I won't talk your ear off. There's work to do.
Okay, so we're sending all of them out. The Albatrojans, the Contrarians, Perennial Beauties, and Breeze Shooters. Let's go with her.
Excellent. I have established my team, the Contrarians. Well then, wish me luck.
Just show me the way.
Alright, that's gonna take a minute. So, we're gonna actually wait for them to get back so we can re-engage them. But I don't know if there's anything I actually... If we leave this, will it actually give us some... No. Quest updated. Wait until the Merc mission is finished. Okay, so it wants us to do that anyways. Is there anything else? Oh, we can do this heart-to-heart while we're here. I forgot that I need to do this, so thankfully we did have to come back here because I seriously needed to make sure not to forget that. Is there anything else we can like really do around here for like a minute? Like I don't want to just sit here and stare at this for... Oh, it's already 25 seconds. Okay, well then never mind. We'll just sit here and stare at that for another 20 seconds. I wonder what happens when you like what's the purpose of setting a leader? Does the leader get the most benefit from being the leader out of the rest of them, or what? Like what's the point? What's happening there? Because they're returning.
No need to thank me. I know we were sensational.
You better report in then.
So you took care of the Onsel. Nice one. Your efforts have won the villagers another day apiece. So we got some gold experience and merc points. Okay, Finch got...
Not gonna forget this one.
Got something. He got increased damage dealt to toppled enemies by 110%. Okay. Dahlia got a couple things.
Feeling sorry for the bad guys.
She gained increased critical damage by 40%. Spawns a small HP potion on hit with a 70% chance to spawn 2. So we were at 60, so now we're at 70. Does it go to 100? It does. Anyone else? That's it? Weren't we supposed to get 50 points for that? I didn't see that go up. Vandham's last wish. Looks like you completed the mission. Good work, Rex. Rose to Merc Group Rank 1. Max number of common blades increased. What? Excuse me? Max number of common blades increased. New Merc's missions available. So that means I can just... Did that just fix... Well, not fix. That kind of mitigates some of the problems I have with that then? Like I can have a bunch of trash commons. So I guess the rares don't necessarily fill in this blank. I can have all the rares. It's just I also have a separate pile for the commons. So I'm kind of okay with that, but still, you can't open up a crystal if your common bag is full, let's say. So, meh. As you complete missions, it'll build our band's reputation. The higher our reputation, the more missions we'll get. And it'll also let you manage more blades at a time. Sounds like a good thing all around. This time, you set up a mission for me, but how should I find more in the future? Well, let's see now. We'll send a few missions your way ourselves. Aside from that, you can ask around town, see if anyone needs help. There are plenty of people out there with troubles that need solving. Might be a good idea for you to go back and see how things are in Argentum or Gormont, too. Ah, right. Well, I'll have to remember that. Oh yeah, I have one more piece of advice for you. Different missions have different requirements, and each blade has strengths and weaknesses too. If you pay attention to the makeup of your squad, you might be able to get the job done quicker. Think about everyone's strengths and weaknesses to get missions done efficiently. Got it. Sounds like you're getting the idea. For now, just try to complete as many missions as you can. Once you're used to that, we'll see what else you can do. I'll be waiting to give you a test, so drop by Garfont once in a while. So is this also like, can this also be used to get items? Like, kind of like the blade barracks, the barracks in your base in X, where you could use tickets to buy the things you needed instead of actually hunting them down? I have to take tests, even though I'm the leader. Oh, and remember, whenever you have blades going spare, don't hesitate to assign them to a bunch of missions. We aren't going to run out of missions anytime soon. The world is full of folk who need a little mercenary help. Helping people in need, so this is what Vandham devoted his life to? I'll have to work hard to make this a mercenary band he'd be proud of. That's the spirit, Rex. We're all counting on you, so keep it up. Alright, cool. Now what? Vandham's last wish. So we got some XP for that, I think. Are we going into cutscene?
I reckon the quickest route is back to Argentum, ship to Moor Ardain, then on to the Praetorium.
If we're lucky, there'll be a guild ship at the port.
Can't say no to a free ride. Let's go and see.
It doesn't cost anything?
Salvagers can board guild ships for free. I'll negotiate for you guys too.
That would be big help.
Man, I love Tor's design. Like, please, for the love of God, someone make a life-size 1-to-1 Tor plushie and have him just be the softest piece of garbage you ever felt in your life. I want one so bad. Looks like you become the leader of the Garfont mercenaries. Congratulations. Let's take a moment to go over what you just told us. Mercs can expect to field requests for all kinds of missions. Usually, you'll get a notification on the right of the screen when a new Merc mission becomes available, but you can also check them in the menu. The next point is about the importance of making sure that you build the right team for the job. For each mission, you'll need to put together a squad of blades. If you look carefully at the job details, you should be able to figure out which skills you need the blades you send to have. By the way, your mercenary band has a rank of its own, which can be raised by completing certain missions. When you think the band might be ready to size up the next level, go and talk to Yu, and I'm sure he'll point you in the right direction. Raising your merc group's rank allows you to take on more challenging missions, so it's worth doing. Best of luck, I'm sure you'll be a great merc leader. Speak to Chamomo at Fonza Maima port and depart for Argentum. Okay, so it's just telling us we got like 8,000 merc missions. I'm just gonna let that run, I guess. Okay, how many times is it gonna go off? Should I just like ignore that completely and just go for this heart-to-heart? Okay, let's just assume that's not happening, so let's just do
I
this.
made tea for everyone.
Oh, cool.
Help yourselves.
This voice acting.
Oh no! Pyra getting it completely wrong.
Oh? Would you rather have something else, Tora?
Oh no, that's not it. Tora just think that if Pyra going to do maid job, Pyra should be more maidy.
Freaking Tor and his maid fetish.
Matey?
Tora, Pyra was kind enough to make tea. Can't you just be bloody grateful?
Oh, Tora know that, but also strive for perfection is important goal. Tora feel very strongly about this. Most important thing for maid is, knock on word is, blushy crushy. Yeah, Pyra's still quite lacking in that area.
I'm lacking? But what on all rest is blushy crushy?
What every man looking for. If Pyra master art of blushy crushy, then all men fall at Pyra's feet.
All men? Really?
Yes, it is known fact.
Listen, Pyra, there's no point paying attention to this little twerp.
But
Is Pyra interested in essence of maidiness?
Well, it's like I'm Pyra right now, which if I want Pyra to be into Rex, I mean, these are essentially the same thing. It's yes or yes because of Rex. So, I don't know. Like, do I just say yes or... See, this, like, kind of drives her towards Rex, which I don't really care either way if her and Rex hook up together, because I've stated constantly that I'm just not that into Pyra. So, kind of pushing them together really doesn't matter to me. I'm not really into Rex either, really, but still, because this gives them the idea that she likes Rex. I don't know, let's just say this one, because this is the anime thing to say.
if you think Rex would like that.
Rex is boy, so he definitely not immune to the charms of blushy crushy. It's definitely worth Pyra's time to learn Essence of Maidiness.
I see. Okay, I'm ready. Tora, tell me what to do.
Pyra?
Tora will now introduce Assistant to help teach Essence of Maidiness.
Please have Poppy in a maid outfit.
How may I be of
Aw.
service, Mr. Rex, sir?
Poppy?
What is this, Tora? Some kind of malfunction?
Do not worry. This just Rex-focused blushy crushy maximization mode. Have a good day salvaging, Mr. Rex, sir.
Mr. Rex. Sir.
So, this is blushy crushy?
Okay, Pyra, copy what Poppy say.
Mr. Rex, sir, Poppy is blushy crushy just for you.
Mr. Rex, sir. Pyra is blushy crushy. Just for you?
No. Rex will never fall at Pyra's feet with such low level of blushy crushy. Try again, from top.
Mr. Rex, sir. Pyra is blushy crushy. Just for you.
Not there yet.
I give up. I can't watch this anymore.
Okay, well that was pretty funny. Oh my god, the mercenary nonsense is still going on in the background. That was kind of funny, but like I wonder what would have happened if I said the yes instead of like the Rex things. I'm assuming the dialogue got changed to Rex's name there because I did that. Again, I couldn't care less if Rex and Pyra hook up at the end. I'm just not into Pyra. Mithras' design might be a bit better. I don't know. But I just don't care too much for Pyra, just like I didn't care for Alma in X. So it's just the same thing. Like, history's repeating itself, basically. And I think that's okay for the video to end there, because we did the mercenary stuff, we did Vandham's Last Wish, and then we did Heart to Heart. So I think I'm going to end it there. So, hey, guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment if you do. See ya.